Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Monday, December 29th. The year is 2025. Let's talk trading. Weekly open and gap. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. And on this last trading week of the year, 2025, let's make sure we have risk management in place so we don't lose more than we're willing to lose when we're trading. And I'd like to know if any of you actually lost more than you were willing to lose on a trade this year. So, taking a quick look at the weekly chart, the dashboard shows all the gaps have filled. We're just about 7.5 pips, now 8 pips above the weekly open. We're 17 off the high, 28 off the low, now 15 off the high. It's like price is a little jumpy there. For the month, oh, we're right near the double O. That's why price is jumpy. For the month, we are 281 pips above the monthly open, 36 off the monthly high, and 319 off the monthly low. We're putting in the opening range for the week. We're well above the opening range for the month, and even further above the opening range for the year. For the year, we're 989 pips above the yearly open, 289 off the yearly high, and 1,400 pips, now 1,399 off the yearly low. We are above the weekly inside bar that happened 10 weeks ago. Notice we broke out 4 trading days ago. We're above the inside bar that happened 5 days ago. We also broke out at that same time. And we are well above the monthly inside bar from 23 months ago. Now let's see. So we're not going to have an inside bar this month. Looking at the ranges across the pairs, the pound's only 43 pips. That's awful. The pound New Zealand leading the pack with 164, euro New Zealand right behind 146. Taking a look at the buy zone weekly open crossover, you can see here we've been crisscrossing. You know, there was a trader, I can't remember which trader it was, said something they wanted to take a look at the VWAP. Problem with the VWAP is it's really processor intense. Really can drag your computer, especially if you try and calculate all the VWAPs. It can really drag your computer to a crawl. And let's see, I'm running on an i5 right now. I even have an i7. It's running to a crawl. Okay, with the rat zone, range is too low. Notice we just did a nice move across the double O, hitting the 05, which is something used to bank on. Looks like we've got a return bar here. Open 135.10. So notice we got, there's only right from here after that return bar. You can see we haven't broken out of those wicks yet. So to get to that open, we've got to break across all this, all those wicks. Just have to wait and see if it can make it. Bambino Flex had to go short. Pivot trading plan, price near the pivot was short, and it looks like that paid off a few times, with the pivot being 134.998. That's almost a double low. So speaking about pivots here, looks like we missed that monthly pivot. Looks like we're going to have 2 missed pivots this year for the month. For the week, looks like we're going to have, looks like maybe 3 or 4, unless we can get to take out one or both of these pivots in the next day or two. And for the day, wow, we've got 6 missed pivots this year on the dailies. Okay, in and out of that lower wick zone. You can see here with the high being 95, so that's a nice trade to take. Notice we did drop out of the lower wick zone a couple of times, but we got pulled right back in. 43 pips of range hasn't moved the needle. We haven't broken out of the previous week's high or low. Price action, oh, looks like right here, once again, see that daily open, price has been rejected. The last, let's see, including the current 1, 2, 3 times over the past 2 hours. Okay, here we go. Just broke out of the previous H1 high. Let's see, where was that return bar? Oh, we were looking at M15. And there we go. We just did it. Okay, we got hit an outside bar here. Notice price broke through. Getting near the previous trading day's open, 35.13. See if price got rejected. Wow, big time rejection. Look at that. He dropped to M1. Wow, look at that rejection. I was reading a trading thread, and the guy was talking about ATRs and things like that. And you know, I talk about return bars, but a return bar is a big bar. It's a bar that's, you know, usually, I can't remember if I've got it set up on ATRs or not, but, or smart ranges. I'd have to look at the code. It's been a while. I don't recall off the top of my head. But if you look here at the smart range on the 1 minute, you see there are going to be these anomalies. Now, if you look here, we had red and a big green, a couple of reds, big green. And so that's something that could be a heads up, knowing that, if you can get on the profitable side of those bars, there's, some pips to be made. Now, let's see. I don't have that. I don't have the price action score up, but let's take a quick M5, 1, 2, 3, 15. You can see here we probably had a price action score of 2 before that happened. But look at that movement. I mean, even if you waited for the flip-flop box right here at 02, you'd still be looking at about an 8-pip win. Or if you take the highest low, you'd be up 10 pips. Or, let's see, what were we looking at? Normally this is at M30. Remember when I said, it has to get past a bunch of wicks? And I think that was on M15. Yeah, right here. But you can see here we got 1, 2, 3, and then price just did a nice turn. Look at that, 5 pips. So don't be greedy. So in this case, it went down. Low was 94. Something that I've witnessed many times. Price likes to bounce off of 95 and 05, especially the first time it crosses the 00 in that direction. So just take your pips. And the thing is, we can tell ourselves all kinds of stories here. That they were running stops, that, there was a big buyer or seller here. So there's a bunch of sellers here that haven't been filled, so price has to come back up here. The thing is, we can tell all those stories, but they don't mean a thing. All that matters is what you're trading in the moment. And so the main thing is you've got a plan. You got to focus on the plan or the process, and not be so concerned about the outcome, because it's not a one-time outcome. It's outcomes over the long haul. And that's what wins. Like I said, I've been having fun watching a bunch of different videos on gambling and the people that have, beat the casino. And that's the thing. They have something that's really simple. And the problem is sometimes when something's simple, our minds get bored. There's no dopamine hit. And so then we want to run off and find something new. That's where you have to have the fortitude to stick with what's working, not mess with it, and just keep grinding it out. Focus on the process, and you get the positive outcomes. So, fellow traders, I hope everybody had a nice holiday. Santa Claus treated you well. Santa Claus doesn't like me ever since that one year I shot a reindeer, so I don't get too hung up on it. And as we're closing out the year, always remember, never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there, drain the banks.